I would like to state that I think that part of the Republican Party's problem, and I'd like to get your opinions on this, is the fact that they've kind of stepped away from some of their ideals in order to attract these center-right people. And in the process of trying to attract these center-right people, they've lost some of their deep conservative base, some of those people who are donating a lot of money to the party. So my comment and my question for you guys is twofold. Number one, do you agree that we should get back to some of the principled things that we had 15, 20, 25, and 30 years ago or longer? And most of all, what can we do to get more of our conservative base back in, get us locked down on these conservative things? And what are we going to do about the elected officials that wear that R on their sweater but don't follow what the Republicans stand for?
Well, I mean, in terms of getting back to our basic principles, sure. And I think that you're seeing that right now. We're here tonight. Eric Hoffer wrote a book back during the Conservative Enlightenment during the 1950s where he talked about the progress of any movement. And it starts with a movement, then it goes to a business, and then it goes to a racket. And I think that's exactly where we are with the Republican Party right now. Is we started out as a movement, Goldwater, Reagan. We became a business, Contract with America, Newt Gingrich and Dick Armey. And we became a racket. We had Tom DeLay and the Bridge to Nowhere and all the other junk that happened. That's unfortunate, but it's the life of a movement. And now we begin again. And the only way that you begin again is to do what we're doing now. Find our compass. Find our soul. Find out where the little people are and let the little people be the ones where we grow from the bottom up. Gleaves Whitney from Grand Valley State University has a wonderful presentation that he talks about where he says it's the philosophers, the pamphleteers, and the politicians. We start out with the philosophers. We start out with the ones who come up with the great ideas, the think tank guys, the Littmans from the Mackinac Center for Public Policy. Then we move on to the pamphleteers, who are all of us. We are able to take that information, distill it down to human language from the stereo instructions that they write out, and then we put pressure on our politicians to follow the philosophies that we want to see embodied in our representatives. And I think that's what we're doing, is we're starting to figure out, okay, who are we, where do we come from, where do we want to go, and then we're going to elect those kind of people. The kind of people that don't embody what we want as a grassroots movement or as a conservative movement, they won't be here anymore. And we saw the first steps of that, I think, in the last two elections.